Coach, you won a Super Bowl.
I did.
You brought a Super Bowl championship team.
Yeah, it was good.
Talk about that, Coach, and talk about that team that year, and like when you knew they were going to be special.
Well, Brian Billick was good. So the model we see now in the NFL, it was a little bit more physical, right? But the model you see now is based on a lot of what he did. And he was coach under Denny Green, who was with Stanford, and then the Minnesota Vikings, who were successful. It was, when he came to camp, we had a veteran team and a lot of good players, and it was like, one full practice, walk through. Practices were short. We get meetings, you're out of here early. You're getting the day off. And everybody was just like, what? Like waiting for the shoe to drop. This is our practice schedule? Like, are you sure? Aren't we supposed to keep hitting, So he brought this in and it was perfect for our team. And really he had a pretty good run for 8 or 9 years there. He had some pretty good teams, but he came in, it was the perfect team for him. And when he came in, he outlined everything all the way through the Super Bowl. He was a communications guy, a very detailed guy, attention to detail guy. So he brought that kind of new age into how we practice, and the team took it well. But I would say, there was a time probably, we had some struggles where we didn't score for 4 or 5 games. A touchdown, we scored, not touchdowns. And then we kind of figured it out offensively. We made a quarterback change. We changed our philosophy on offense, and we started to roll. So I think we won 8, 9, 10 games. We felt there going into the playoffs is like, man, I don't see us losing. We clinched the playoffs against San Diego. We still had a couple games left to go, and we were feeling really good. And, you had the number 1 ranked defense, scoring defense of all time, right? That kind of gives you a little bit of confidence. And they all believed it. They believed it. So that's kind of probably 5, 6 games left in the season. I'm like, we have a legit chance, and our road was perfect for us. A lot of times it's matchups. We knew we were going to see Tennessee, and we matched up great with them. I thought Oakland would give us trouble, but Rich Gann ended up getting hurt his shoulder, and that helped us out a lot. But those other 2 teams were a perfect match. Denver loved to run the ball. You couldn't run on us. Tennessee, the same thing. And we played them so many times, so they were in their division. So I knew those first couple games we were going to win. And the Giants, I knew we were just going to be physical for them. But yeah, it was I knew 4 or 5 games on the season we had a chance to win it all.
Talk about that day, though. The game, Coach. Again, you're up at UMaine.
Yeah, it was crazy because clearly, to say that it was a highlight of my life is an understatement, And I was lucky, I had family down there and my wife and all that kind of stuff, which was great. And the memories of that and the group of guys that I was with and little things. I remember we had this guy, Billy Davis, and he played for the Cowboys when they won Super Bowl. And he goes, hey, we're going to win this game today. He goes, here's what I want you to do. I said, this is before the game. I'm nervous. Take your uniform. Don't wash this. Here, gave me a black bag. You keep it. This is what I did. And then you frame it up in the wall. It's like, what is this guy? And it just back of my mind, right? So we win the game and he's like, you got your black bag? So I took my uniform off. I've never washed that uniform. It's framed up in my basement where I never washed it from the game because of him, stuff like that. And, these memories and certainly the after party and the parades and stuff like that. How many of the last few years, right? These games have been really tight. But we won 34-7. So we're on the sideline and we have this 8, 9 minute window, plus with Super Bowl commercials, right? That we're on the sideline and you could celebrate it. You could look to see people in the stands. Everybody's hugging each other on the sideline. So we had this prolonged time to celebrate on the field as a group. So it was great. Professionally, certainly, and he's athletically a highlight of my life. And it's the memories, you forget a lot of the games, but it's the memories and it kind of bonds you. You go back now to the game and it's like, man, you see some of the guys you played with and fans just, you were on this, they remember you. If you were on the team 2 or 3 years before, I don't remember you, but you win a Super Bowl, everybody on that roster, even the linemen. So, and I think we're due for our 25th anniversary, my God. So this year, so hopefully I'll go down there for that. But yeah, it was great.